flying planes and realistic air battles with Odin tonight, we came across one of my least favorite verses, which is my U.S. versus Britain. They outperform in every way except for firepower, but that's in head-on only. Doesn't really count in my opinion. They dominate. So weird startup. We. That's not really. Oh, what is this? Okay. Yeah. So this is now my point of view. This is a long battle. I'm just going to go ahead and spin this up to 8 times for now. Odin's behind me. He's trying to keep up the climb and such. But they climb better. They've got good firepower. And in some cases better. Hurricane's good. Spitfire's better. My opinion. The Hurricanes can't keep up in a dive, but the Spitfires can. They can both outturn. What else? I'll climb, outturn. Just, it's rough stuff. So anyway, I turned and ran because of those guys back there. And I'm going to slow this down just a little bit. But I turned and ran because, here, I didn't want to die. And, like I said, see, there's that hurricane. He's starting to close. So finally, I'm going to go ahead and dive. I didn't want to give up altitude, but I had to get ahead of this guy. And the thing with air battles is to be patient and wait for your play. And me going head up against freaking 3 Spitfires and a Hurricane is not my play. Hurricane turned off. Found out the Hurricane turned off. Told there's right there. They're going start climbing, so he started climbing. And here soon I'm satisfied, and I start turning around to go after that Hurricane. But more importantly, I start to climb. Not much, but some. So again, it's all about just waiting for your play. And he made a BS move on me right there. I wasn't even going to force it, but he forced it, so I went after him. And funny enough, I got some hits there. I'm on him. White on rice. There goes that outturning I was telling you about, but he screwed, came back, got another hit there. Flying back, right about there I went unconscious, but Odin came in out of nowhere and just rips the guy's wing apart. It was pretty cool, but it cost him because he went head to head. And as I was telling you, freaking British firepower wins in a head to head. 8 freaking 30 cals against 6 50 cals. The difference being their planes are protected, our planes are not. So there you have it. Anyway, Odin struggles. He almost makes it back to the airstrip, but he ends up crashing. And I'm back to climbing. Once again, just taking my sweet ass time. You can see half my team is dead. Over. And once Odin goes down, it'll be 6 on 3. But at least Odin took somebody out. The P-40 took somebody out as well. He's back up in the field. Anyway, so I'm just climbing, taking my time. And that's the thing about air battles is you have to take your time. You just wait for your fight. You have to understand your plane. You have to understand your opponents and wait. So they caught that P-40C on fire, but he gets home. And I was heading out, and that freaking Spitfire was above me, so I just flew back over the airfield and kept climbing. Again, waiting for my fight. Because, well, otherwise I'm just going to die. You gotta be very, very patient. Like 15 minutes have passed, and I had one small little skirmish. That's it. 15 minutes, one little skirmish. That's how patient you have to be. Oh, it gave me an assist. I didn't think it gave me the assist, but that's cool. I got an assist. I didn't realize that. So I'm taking my time. Why that P-40C didn't go back to repair, I don't know. My mouth is dry. Blah, 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 blah. So anyway, he dove on that Spitfire, and I'm just waiting. I'm almost up to 5,000 meters, and I'm just waiting. The B-34 bomb destroyer to get some points, and I'm just waiting. I'm letting that P-40, who obviously is winning the exchanges against that the Hurricane, I'm just letting him win. not being greedy, not stealing it. If it was the last kill, I may have, but I knew that there was quite a few more out there, and we were behind. So, just waiting. Turning to follow and watch. I'm going to go ahead and put it down to real time now. You can see the smoke trailing off the P4, or excuse me, the Hurricane down there. Excuse me. And boom, I see a Spitfire. And I'm like, sweet, I'm way above him. So, this guy, I don't know what he was thinking. He tried to helicopter me. Now, if he was in a Russian, maybe. If he was in a Japanese, of course, easy, no problem. He would have helicoptered me and been fine. But, yeah, he just tries flying straight up at me. He sacrificed everything to do that maneuver. So, I just take it back up, watch him stall fall, and then I go in for my move right here. It didn't happen quite as quickly as I wanted, but that's okay, because I'm going to win this, because the one thing I can do is outdive a Spitfire. And he lost pretty much every advantage he had, except for turning. So here we go. Zooming, watching, because again, in my point of view, I don't actually have those markers, those lovely green markers that I don't get. So anyway, he tries climbing again, not entirely sure why. Anyway, there's me firing. Nothing. No biggie. I see I'm slow enough, so I engage the combat flaps because he's just out-turning me like they can, but he freaking keeps climbing like a moron while turning. Had he dove while turning, wouldn't have had him. But he screwed up, played my game, I got the kill. Starting to build up some speed again. Pulling up. And boom, there's one behind me, but he's going for that P40. So, I turn, he got the P40. I actually knew that guy was there, which is why I started diving to get my speed up anyway. So, that's where we're at. So there's Zach Tommyson in a Spitfire. As you can see, I'm slowly gaining. He's smoking. He's also not paying attention. I don't know if you noticed that, but anyway, here I go. I don't know if he just didn't see me, or if he's like, meh, I got my worth. I'm good. I'm happy with one plane kill. I don't know. I don't know why he did that. Oh, there he sees me. He starts to dive, but it's too late. I don't know why he let me get so close. And then he tries a couple little up-down maneuvers of a mouse player, which I'm a mouse player, but I don't do that. And he does freaking effectively make me overshoot him. So bravo there. But I had enough energy to do this. And boom, I am right back behind him. And yeah, I'm already gaining on him because he's trying to climb. I don't understand. So anyway, there I am. Brrr. He's on fire. I decided to leave him. And looky there, as I turn away, I see... he actually blew up already. I see that Wellington. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go get him. He's a sitting duck. Once again, I dive a little bit to get some speed up just to close the distance a little bit faster. He stays determined and on point, drops his payload over that bomb point there. He's happy. He waited just long enough. He got it done. I'm on the move. As you can see right now, it's 2 versus 3. And I'll tell you where I screw up, which isn't yet. I do start shooting a little far away at this guy. There's a reason. I just want to see if I can get some lucky engine hits and take him out. And I was close. As you can see, the sparks all over the engines. Boom, lit him on fire. Right about there, I knocked out his gunner. And I want to get a little bit of distance so I don't ram him by mistake. See that little upward maneuver I did right there? That was my mistake. And right about there, okay, a little bit longer. So that little maneuver that did right there killed all my energy. That's actually what cost me. I'm going to switch camera views. And I now have 2 fighters on my tail. And I start running. And then I was like, you know, I can do this. I can go back to base, and it'll be fine. The fighter, there they are. You can see them now. The Hurricane's right there, very slowly gaining. I'm not worried about the Hurricane. It's the Spitfire I'm worried about. They're both gaining slowly. The Hurricane not so much anymore. Here soon they turn off. He's just throwing up Hail Marys right there. So I move. As you can see, he's shooting from so far away. I mean, can he hurt me? Sure. Sure. I believe the Hurricane, not the Hurricane, the Wellington hurt my oil tank. I should have just gone back to base. I should have. Instead, I keep running. I'm waiting. I want to see that freaking Spitfire screw up. And believe it or not, he doesn't actually screw up. He's in control the whole time. But I see that. I'm thinking to myself, you know, I can do this. And it doesn't matter either way, I've got 3 kills. That's exactly what I told myself. It doesn't matter either way, I've got 3 kills. Here we go. Now, he's climbing. And had I done one thing correct, which was react before this, I probably could have had him. But I didn't react soon enough, so he got by me scot-free. What that does is, these two are in a squad together, by the way. That allows the Hurricane to double back. Right there, you can see he's on his way. And I'm dancing with the Spitfire, who I can't dance with. So now I'm like, okay, I'll just start trying to run again, and we'll see. Nope, nope, caught me on fire. I put it out, killed my engine, turned it back on. And then I'm like, okay, I just need to try for the easier kill. So I'm going to go for the Hurricane, is what I tell myself. And you'll see what I do here soon. That Spitfire's all over me. I'm just dancing. There's the Hurricane shooting wildly, and he shouldn't be because he's actually endangering his Spitfire. Now, right there, I screwed up. All right, had I been ready, I wasn't though. I was too busy evading. Excuse me. So I'm like, oh, stupid Spitfire. Well, when that Hurricane does the same thing, I'm going to be ready. Right here, I ran out of fuel. I'm out of fuel. So when he does finally overshoot me, my engine's about to die and everything. When he does finally overshoot me, I don't have enough oomph to point up anymore. So right. I'm out of fuel here, I think, is when my engine finally dies, and I can't pull up anymore. Just barely couldn't pull up. I would have ripped him apart. And then the Spitfire would have probably... Where's the Spitfire? Oh, had I killed him, I would have... If I would have had fuel, I would have had him and gotten away. But I didn't have fuel. And it's because they kicked my butt from range. They did good. They earned it. I screwed up. But, yeah, mostly just patience. And had I stayed patient and gone back to base, rearmed, gotten back up in the air, they would have gone after the bomber because he would have been repaired by then. And I could have taken those two out, I think. It would have taken friggin' 45 minutes. This took almost 30 as it was. Time well spent. I enjoyed it. It was good. So, my whole point of telling you that is patience. It works. It wins matches. There you go.